up, folks? Welcome to Nuke the Fridge. My name is Lewis. It's been a long time since I've made a video, but here we go again. I want to get back into things, man. I want to get back into things now. Superman movie's coming out. I'm a fan of DC, and I'm a big fan of Star Wars, and I've always been a fan of Star Wars first, and then DC. But Star Wars is just not interesting anymore, especially like when it feels like when the studio makes a bad product, they want to call, or at least the people that worked in the film allude to that the fans are racist or bigots, and that's just insulting because I know the opposite. Star Wars fans are among the best fans. Sure, there's weirdos in the fandom, but not all of them. They generalize, they put everyone in a big group, and you know, people are frustrated because it's a big failure, folks. It was announced that there was going to be a Rey movie that no one wanted. This was at Celebration, I believe, a few years ago. I remember telling a person that was a big Star Wars fan that, look, they're going to announce movies that are never going to come out. And she looked at me like I was crazy. But here it goes again. Rey's return to Star Wars reportedly paused as Lucasfilm prioritizes other projects. Like, look, this is just... The paused is a nice way of saying, you know, it's not going to happen. Forget, like you know, forget it for a while. Like what they're going to do is say paused, and then a year is going to pass, 2 years is going to pass, 50 years is going to pass, and then like no film comes out, right? Isn't that what they did with the Rian Johnson nonsense? And, you know, the guy that directed the last, I forgot his name, James Mangold. Wasn't he going to do a movie too? Like, I don't think those are going to come out, honestly. And I'm not even excited about those films. So it's like, shoot, I'm not even excited about the Mandalorian movie. And I kind of like Mandalorian. I think it's okay. But yeah, so the Rey cinematic universe is not going to continue. Those films weren't received well by the fans, the sequel trilogy. But I don't know if the general public liked them, because there is the fandom and then there's the general public. And I don't think they were that into them, at least not to the point where like Star Wars should be. Like Star Wars should be like above and beyond everything, bigger than Marvel, believe it or not. Okay. But it's not there. And you know, calling the fans names because the writers are not talented is a really bad thing. It was very disappointing to see John Boyega allude to that at one point, and because the fans loved him, and he said, "Look, I should have been a bigger in Star Wars. My character should have been bigger, but the fans, you know, they're white or whatever." At least he alluded to that. Or I'm paraphrasing, man. You guys check the exact quote, but it seemed like, yeah, man, like he was trying to say that it was because of the fans that Star Wars didn't let his character prosper. And as a fan who was covering this thing big time, I remember everyone rooting for him, man, like rooting for Finn. There was like one of the, you know, he was a good character and everything. So to blame the fans for that is very tone deaf. I hope he comes back and clears that up. I'm still a Star Wars fan. I like Daisy Ridley. I think she did a good job in the first film. I think the setup was fine for The Force Awakens. I know some people don't think that. Then it just fell apart after that. So the Rey movie paused. Is Lucasfilm sexist? Because they paused a movie that had a female lead. Let me know in the comments. I think it's a legitimate question, since they jumped to call us sexist, right? They jumped to call us names that are not true, in my opinion. And, you know, I'm going to ask that question. Do I think they're sexist? No, I don't think they're sexist. But if the shoe was on the other foot and it was the fans pausing a female-led Rey film, they would say it's because the fans are sexist. Nothing to do with the poor quality of storytelling. I can't stand that. Anyways, this is Nuke the Fridge. Hopefully you subscribe. Talk to you later.